Hey, what's up, my homesteaders? How y'all doing tonight? Um, Sorry I'm like a minute late. For whatever reason, this thing did not want to work right. Deja vu from last night with Tony's live. But I see that Joey's in here, and then Tam's in here. Uh, Joey, brother Joey, my sister Ginger, little sis Nanny Tam, y'all in here. Thank y'all for coming by. Really appreciate it. And thank you again, by the way, Nanny Tam, for sharing it out earlier. Uh, yes. I had kind of a crazy night last night trying to get started in Tony's live because for whatever reason, Gina's laptop was going to do it there so I could see the questions on the bigger screen, and it just went wonky. It didn't want to act right. I don't know what happened. Still don't know what happened. Hey, Rebecca, how you doing? My birthday buddy. Uh, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I think Tony's live going to start like 15 minutes late because I did not have the tablet turned on, and I had to wait for it to come on and do this one UI. It's this Galaxy to do a little quick update, and then I could finally get into it. I was like rushing, trying to get in there. So it was crazy. Uh, and then just now, I finally got in on the tablet. Everything was perfect. Turns out I could see because it was only like the little strip on this side that we were in, kind of stacked, and then the whole rest of the screen was the game, so I could see great. Uh, didn't win, done pretty good. I'll say that. Then go back and watch. um, but yeah, I mean, this thing here earlier. Yeah, I was trying anytime. I just couldn't get there. That stuff was pretty hard. But yeah, I got it here just now. I was trying to get in. I already had the laptop, the tablet's been on for like an hour. I thought any updates would be taken care of by that time, and came in here and tried to go to Google to go to StreamYard and didn't want to act right the first couple of times. And I finally got in, had to type in StreamYard. Normally, I always it pops up, and the list as soon as I hit search, and then I had to type it in and everything. And oh, excuse me, and then when I started, it come up on the screen in the search, and you get your list, and I saw StreamYard, hit it, and it said Google is updating. Try again later. I was like, no, it's 5:57. I'm hitting it, keep trying. I was having a heck of a time with it, and it finally that last time, boop, it went right on in, but it took a second. Uh, ain't nothing wrong with that, Tam. You got to take care of your family. But yeah. But somehow I made it in. I'll probably be glitching and freezing, and Ginger will be laughing at me. I'll be like, froze up saying something. Hey, Randy Ridge, Eric and Tina, how y'all doing? It was fun, Tam. It was a fun game to play. I enjoyed it. Uh, it it seems like it's not as fun watching, but when you actually get to play the game and you're under the gun, it kind of gets kind of fun. It's exciting. Got to now. Let's see. Okay, the link is in the chat. So if anybody wants to come up for a little bit, I'm not going to be staying on too long. Uh, probably about 7 or shortly thereafter, I'll probably be getting out of here. Been a rough week. Hey, Virginia Alexander, good to see you. How you doing? Yeah, has anybody been having trouble commenting on my shorts? I looked at that earlier, and comments on their own. I was able to comment on my last short. I threw a comment in there just to test it, saying it was good, y'all. It was pretty good. Uh, That was those air fryer chicken tenders. Um, could use a little more seasoning of some kind. It wasn't had the flavor I wanted. Uh, New bottle of season, they may have left something, may have left something out of it. I don't know. Mr. Kinder's roasted chicken season is normally amazing, and even when it was cooking, I could smell it. You know, when that vent's blowing in the back, it was smelling so good, but it had the flavor. Didn't have it like I thought it would, you know, like it had been before. So, but yeah, I mean, I threw a comment on that, and then uh, anytime I tried to comment again, couldn't get anything. So I don't know what the heck's going on. Just she couldn't comment on this live earlier before it came up, and I had to go in and mess with some settings. I don't know if YouTube did an update and change some stuff. I don't know, but we all know how YouTube is, how they do things sometimes that don't make a lot of sense. So, but I was excited because I missed last week, wasn't feeling real good, and feeling better this week. I was excited to get back on here with you guys. I missed y'all. You know, it was fun last night, but I was in Tony's live, wasn't in my live. So. That's weird, Ginger. I don't know why you can't. Maybe it's because I made you guys mods. I don't know. You guys may have some setting you can turn on to go in there. I don't know. Oh man. And I wasn't going to announce this or say anything about this yet because we just started. Uh, you're not going to be able to tell any difference, but me and Gina are doing low carb again, or trying. That's why I did the chicken tenders like that. They're not breaded. That means no carbs, no sugars on there. Might have been some of the seasoning. I don't know, but didn't put a whole lot on there. I put enough, but you know, uh, I made a few salads, which I mean I like salads anyway. Um, God, I'm trying to think what we've had the other night. But I mean, yeah, it's I really wish while I went to Walmart Monday that I wish I would have got one of those what is it, zucchinis that like they were using his air fryer video. Because I was thinking about trying that. Um, oh, okay, Randy Ridgely would comment. That's cool. Uh, but yeah, I mean, I was keen to try that. With the disc of zucchini. I lost track. I thought I was reading chat here. Um, because I mean, it looked good. I mean, it looked amazing, and I was thinking, and I messed around Saturday or Sunday. I went to the old Dollar General up there, and I bought some pizza crust, thinking we were going to do it that night before we started the diet. And we didn't, so I got three little pizza crusts, and I got the dollar store, and I bought a bag that's it's not frozen, it's not cold. I forget the name. It's like the Dollar General name brand. Not necessarily them, but there's something they carry. It's a little pouch of meatballs in marinara sauce. And I thought, how cool would that be? Have meatballs with the sauce already on them. Maybe they'd be okay. Some of that stuff, it's just it's like not gooey, chewy. It's really soft. I don't have a lot of texture to them. But I thought they might taste good on there on a pizza. But I got thinking, it's just a little marinara sauce on that. If you kind of work your way through, Take that zucchini, put that on top, put your little cheese. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, thank you, Tim. I appreciate that. It was pretty good. Hey, 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 hey. It's Johnny Gillum, y'all. Good to see you, brother. I'm still waiting to see that big that Jeep with a blower sticking out of the hood, like I commented. If y'all have not seen that video, I was a couple of days late watching. I think it came out like 4 or 5 days ago, where Johnny went to the auction it wasn't a regular auction. It was it was somebody's homestead home auction there. I forget what the heck you call it. I'm drawing a blank. But this guy had everything. Estate sale. Yes, anytime you're correct. Um, I was looking at all that stuff. I was like, man, I could have went. I took a couple $100 and racked up on some equipment. Yeah, would love to have that auger, man. On this old hard clay hill, that would come in so handy. Um, I mean, the wagon wheels look cool. Like Johnny says, you could put them on a gate or a fence or something. That'd be amazing. All the stuff he had, I'm sitting there thinking, yeah, I got to go get my welder from my brother's house. And that's what's sad. I mean, I know it's there. My nephew told me recently he saw it over there. He borrowed it. He passed away July 13th, 2022. So it's been over 2 years, and I still not went and got it. It's just a little Lincoln uh, MIG welder. Well, I mean, it's the flux core. You don't use gas with it. But I mean, it's a good welder. And I'm sitting there thinking, I didn't get it, clean it up, get some new wire, and see if my old welding helmet from school will work. It's probably the battery's probably exploded and corroded in there. Uh, and I like to do a few little projects. You know. And I was seeing all that stuff, the antiques and stuff. I was like, man, if I had to get my welder, do this, I could build all kinds of shit with. Sorry. That slipped out. I apologize to everyone in chat. All kinds of stuff with that. I do apologize. But I was thinking I could build so much and do so much with that stuff. And hey, I've only had a couple drinks tonight, y'all. It was just a slip. Yeah, I let one slip, y'all. I apologize. I could not help myself. That one just popped out. But I mean, I was excited. I mean, I couldn't help it because I mean, I really enjoyed watching that one yesterday. I had a good time watching that video. I mean, the little Chevy Loves 4-wheel drives. I'm like, when I first saw the back bed, I thought Datsun pickup because it had the little hooks on the side of the bed. I'm like, oh, was that Datsun? Oh man, I saw the squared off back of the cab. I'm like, oh man, Chevy Love, come on. I was about ready to jump the truck, head that way. Don't hit the thumbs down, Joey. Please don't. I'm sorry. But I mean, this guy. I mean, there was so much there. Johnny covered it all, and well, he covered a lot, but seems like there was way more that he didn't cover. There was so much stuff there. It's got me wanting to go find an estate sale somewhere and go. Let me go check this stuff out, see what they got. So I mean, yeah, it was just it was fun watching it. Oh man, Johnny, you and me both. I have looked online, Auto Trader, this and that, and other, wanting to find another. And most of the ones I have found are like way over on the West Coast, and they are like graphicked up and lowered and all that. I'm not going to get into all that, how much that infuriates me. But I mean, I see them, and I'm like, oh, I'd love to get one of those, but they're like some of them were like $10,000 they wanted for them. I'm like, no, you crazy. Well, I know they're classics, but I'd love to have one. That's the first truck I started driving. I started driving an old yellow one, and the transmission hung up in it. So Daddy got me a orange colored one. It was a bright orange. Johnny, I can't wait, man. I want to see that video too. You never know what you're going to find and stuff like that. Dude had side by sides there, tons of tools. Uh, I'm so surprised Johnny didn't walk away with that air compressor in that shop there. Granted, it was older, air compressor and everything, but it's hard to beat them old ones. It's apparently still working. So, like I said, I can't say enough about that video. Y'all got to watch it. Y'all will be sitting there with your mouth dropped. Like, he's got that. He's got that. Hey, Dick and Tank, how y'all doing? I think I'm done cussing for the night. So, oh man, not more Jeeps, Johnny. I can't even imagine how Christine jumped up, hooped and hollered when Johnny rolled in with that Jeep. Yeah. Oh, that's cool, Nanny Tam. Mine had a dog box on the back bed. It was built. It was a dog box built for the whole back bed. You had to pick it up and walk over the bed, even with the tailgate down, and set it down where it slides inside. It was so tight. Oh, I knew she was gonna love it. I know she's making plans already. She's probably Christine is probably right now still sitting there picking out colors and everything for the paint job. She's already excited. I know. But watching the video, Johnny said, "Yeah, I kind of like to have a Jeep, get an old Jeep and stuff like that. It'd be kind of nice." Hey, Lori, how you doing? Good to see you, girl. Uh, and I had no idea until right there towards the back end he was going to get it, man. Dawson, they were tough. I mean, that one I had, the points would work loose. You have to pop the distributor cap off, line the points back up, tighten the screw back down, jump in, crank up, and drive again. It would just fire right up immediately. You just take off and go. Nothing to it. The fuel filter would stop up because I messed around and poured a bunch of STP fuel treatment in it, not knowing that old of an engine or the old of a truck. There was probably rust and stuff all inside that tank. It broke loose. My uncle came by and was trying to get it to crank. It wouldn't hardly run. Hey, thank you, Joey. Appreciate getting people to give me some thumbs up, buddy. Uh, but uh, but my uncle came by. And it wouldn't hardly run. He put his hand over the top of the carburetor, and it just wow. It revved up. He pulled his hand off, and it's covered in gas and specks of rust everywhere. I never did get it all, and I'd stop because I had the little clear plastic air filter, and I never even put the clamps on the line. I just put it in the line. I'd drive it for a little while, and stop up. I'd take it out and blow it out, and put it right back in and keep riding. Those little trucks were so great. That's why I love to find one. I love to be able to find one, fix it up. Not nothing fancy, just standard, just like it was then. Might have to pop a CB radio and a CB antenna on there, just for nostalgia reasons. Good old boy fixture. Yep. That's what I miss about my old F-100 Ranger. It was a '73, same year I was born. Oh, okay, I was about something else. Okay, um, but yeah, I mean those old trucks. That F-100 Ranger I had, it was long wheelbase. Thing rode around like a Cadillac. I missed that guy. That truck I got in a jam, and it started knocking, and I sold it. Didn't realize the oil pump was going out. The guy went out there and drained 2 quarts of oil out and drove it away for half the price I paid for it, which only paid $400 for the truck. And he said, if I can crank it up and drive it home right now, he said, I'll give you 400 for it. He said, if not, I'll give you 250. And I said, give me 250. Granted, this was back in like 95, 94, 95, something like that. Uh, but I mean, that was a tough truck. Uh, I mean, I could put the old 14-foot aluminum boat in the back and throw a tire in that thing, and it would only stick out a few feet. I throw the spare tire to make sure it didn't slide out. Nothing to it. I mean, it had the old 360 in it. I mean, you could power brake that thing and burn the tires off of it. But I mean, that truck. I mean, you could literally let the hood up and climb in there, put your feet on the sides of the fenders, and sit there on the side of the fender and work on that truck. There was that much room. And it was so simple back then. These vehicles now, there's so much crammed under the hood. You can't hardly work on them. All Johnny Hallwood and his brother's Datsun 76 Datsun couldn't kill it, man. And you hauling wood, that ain't no joke, man. You got that wood has a lot of weight, especially when you're cutting fresh cut green wood. Oh man, until it dries, it's got a lot of weight. They were tough. I mean, but see, I was having so many problems with it. That's when Daddy got me the old '88 Ranger. Paid, went and wrote a check for it. I had the crop that year for $4,570. That was like 90. Oh man, like 91, 92, something like that. And it was an '88, and it was like 91, 92. You know, so it wasn't that old of a truck, and to be able to get it for that price, I mean that's the difference in then and now as far as vehicle prices. And he bought me that Ranger, and I love the Ranger too. But then one day I come home, the Datsun wasn't in the yard. I'm like, what happened to my Datsun? Well, I got you this truck. You didn't need that, so I sold it. I didn't want the Datsun to go nowhere. I don't have any idea who he sold it to, where it went after that. Would love to know where it went so I could get it back. But I mean, 30 something years later, I mean, there's no way I could be able to find it. It's probably done been through a car crusher by now. Oh man. And something else too, those little Datsun pickups, that little 4 cylinder, it, I mean, no, it wasn't no speed demon, but it had enough power to get you by. You could drive it anywhere, probably even in the mountains. Yeah, it might downshift a little bit, but you can get up mountains and stuff with it, I'm sure. But I mean, it got great gas mileage. I mean, they're hard to beat. Like I said, this thing had the points coming loose where you had to retighten and readjust them, and rust coming out of the gas tank, filling the gas lines where you had to blow through and clear the air filter out to keep or the gas filter out to keep riding, but would still ride. And as long as you kept that fuel filter clean, that carburetor would run like a sewing machine. I mean, it was just, they were such good vehicles. I think I had an old, I don't even think it had a name on it. The CB radio was an old one that Daddy had. Found it in the barn. Oh, yeah. I mean, Johnny's 100% right. You can run on minimal tools, carburetor and points. Okay, except me and my tractor. We're having issues. But I think I'm going to have to give Dale a call, see if I can find his carburetor hookup. I got new spark plugs coming in case some are fouled. If that doesn't work, then I'm getting with Dale and we're getting a new carburetor or something. Not Amazon carburetor anymore. But yeah, those trucks were just so great. But I actually found the old CB radio, had the old knob like the TV. There was a light behind it, and the numbers were in the knob. So you turn it, it would be clear over it. You know, it would light up behind it. Little yellow light, and it was, I think it wasn't even 40 channel. It was like 23 channel or something. And I had a little white, just a cheap fiberglass antenna with a little black tip on it. And I found an old linear Daddy had, a 100-watt Pride 100 watt linear, and I put that in there. I found a plastic. There was nowhere to mount in that plastic dash, so I went to the CB shop, and the guy had a little plastic deal that set on the hump in the floorboard. He had to screw it down to it. I put the CB on it, mounted it did, and then I took the linear and set on top of the CB and used zip ties to hold it on top. Hey, Big Fat Living, Michelle, JJ, how y'all doing? We just pulled between rainstorms and listen and enjoying. Oh, thank you so much, Michelle. I really appreciate it. Thank y'all. Okay. I missed something anytime then. Malibu station wagon. Ooh. Knocked over the crib. That's wild. But yeah, I actually watched a video on TikTok. This lady was driving a golf cart on the passenger side. She was reaching over, steering it, and pulled up at her friend's house. Why she was in the passenger side, I don't know. And she pulls up, rolls up, bam, and she bumps the side of the woman's house and falls out of the golf cart on the ground. Gets up, gets her stuff up, climbs back in the golf cart. It's trying to roll back real slowly. She gets back in, gonna pull forward, bam, hits the side of the house again. She rolls up out of the seat, falls on the ground. It's like, you just did it twice. You didn't learn from the first time? And y'all probably know Gina's not here tonight. Comments. Okay. For whatever reason, my comments weren't scrolling there for a second. I guess I looked at them. But Gina's doing a little research on something that she got interest in. I won't tell you all about that, but she loves true crime, court cases, all that stuff. And she got caught up in it earlier, and she's stuck in it. So she may be a little OCD. We're gonna have her tested. Dawson B210 hatchback. Hey, that's cool, Michelle. I forgot they made stuff like that. Well, I remember back in the day, the car everybody wanted was the Datsun. Was it 240Z or 280Z, something like that? I forget what it was. I'm probably wrong, but 280Z. Yeah, that was 280Z. Michelle confirmed it, y'all. Yellowstone 84. Johnny always the adventurer. Yeah, when I got 16, could drive that little Datsun. I wouldn't even ride with Daddy to the hunt club out in Pearson, which is about 30 something miles away. I'd make sure I went and got gas the night before, everything was good, and I would jump in there, and Daddy would go, and I'd go follow him all the way down over Pearson, about 30 miles away, and we'd stay all day and hunt. Loved having my own vehicle, my own freedom to ride around and go different places. Remember, still being a young kid, I pulled out of the hunting club and went up to a little store there in Pearson. Cause I mean, they had like the best potato wedges. I mean, had a batter on them. They were so good. I was going to get some of those and chicken strips and stuff like that. And I pulled out of a little dirt road. There's actually a timber company that owned the land, and they leased it to the hunting club. And I pulled out, started going down the road and looked, and I saw a nice buck, about a nice little 8 point out in the field. Being 16, couldn't really judge the distance like I should have. He's got to be way out there. I picked the scope up and looked. And I remember after I picked it up and I right before to shoot. Hey, Devil Dog, how you doing? Hoorah, brother. Glad you made it in. But I squeezed one off that old Remington Model 700 270. It was the old school. But actually, when you got to the end of the foregrip, toward the end of the barrel, the stock was cut at slant on the front there. Like people, all you always know about guns, you always see, remember that. But I shot, and I actually remember when I put the crosshairs up there, I thought I got to pick it up over his back to make this shot. He's so far out. And I remember the deer was looking at me, and I put it right on his ear. I put it about this much above his back. And I shot, and he took off running wide open and went off in the woods. And I called my brother on the CB. He was still in there hunting. He come out, and he said, "How far was he?" I said, "He's right about in here somewhere." He said, "You picked up how far?" I said, "How much over his base?" He said, "Yeah, you shot over his back. He wasn't about 150 yards." I said, "No." Didn't know any better. Yeah, Ginger, everything's doing good. I figured you'd probably cooking supper. But yeah, I mean, I shot, and all I can think of is I probably pierced that deer's ear because we never found any blood or anything. I was thankful for that. I didn't, nothing wasted. But I probably pierced his ear, more than likely. After that, I started learning to judge my distances better, and I got way better. I used to shoot the old Winchester silver tips. I loved them. You hit a deer with one of them, he laid down because that tip was so soft it would flatten out, and all that force was transferred to the deer's body. Drop them down, they didn't go anywhere. Pasta with some chicken and veggies. Ooh, nothing wrong with that. Pontiac Tempest. I remember hearing about Pontiac Tempest. Glad you came in, Ginger. Got to ask a question. Uh, you mentioned one time to me about kale and potato soup. Is there a version of the kale without the potatoes that's low carb? I would really love to know that. because I want to try kale. I've got me thinking about it. Plymouth Valiant. Oh man. I don't know if I've ever seen one. I've heard that Plymouth Valiant so many times. Sweet potatoes. Big. Uh, the sugars. I'm doing low carb, low sugar. You know, I don't know how that worked, but hey, it might. Of course, Johnny Gillum would have a muscle car for his first car. Well, would a 289 be considered a muscle car with the old 289 Mustang engine? Probably so. Just put the kale in me. Okay, okay. Maybe I could put some green beans or something. That'd be. I don't know how that works. Yeah, I'll figure something out. Oh, I missed what Devil Dog said. So I'm a diabetic. Okay, okay. Might try that Devil Dog. That sounds pretty cool. Yeah, we don't got any vintage cars now, y'all. Another one I missed, and I thought about it while Johnny was at the estate auction. Um, when he walked by and that red Chevrolet pickup, the old box style 80 something model, well, it had the flatbed on the back now, but it reminded me of my old 87. That was the last year they made the box style or square box style Chevrolet truck, and I had the 87, and man, I had all kinds of problems with it, but I still miss that truck. That was Daddy's truck. I bought it from him, and I want to trade it in to get a dang 97 Dodge pickup. One of the best trucks I ever had is a Dodge Ram 1500 regular cab, and it had a 3.9 Magnum V6 in it. That thing, I drove it all over the country. Uh, or my country down here. I didn't drive all over the United States. Uh, what you got, Devil Dog? Eddie, what's going on? Yeah, that Dodge, it started. The only problem I had with it was it would start shutting off. You turn in somewhere. Well, Devil Dog, normally I'm not always catching you on live, or maybe if I do see you on there, I might be just a little forsnickered at the moment, and probably best seen in chat, and not seen on TV or on YouTube. All right, if Eddie, if I can catch you, man, on what I'm not 3 cans shy, as Jerry would put it, I might take you up on it. Missy DeLuca, hello, how you doing? She helped me out a lot in Tony's live last night. Man, Saturday. I gotta try. Normally Saturday we don't watch a lot of YouTube and stuff. We watch TV. Gina is usually laid back napping in the afternoons and stuff and all that. And then so she's lazing around, not wanting to watch a lot of stuff. But I might sneak in here and try it one night. Hey, really, I'm gonna try that. Hey, I really appreciate you coming by, Missy. Thank you. I can always use the views and the watch hours because YouTube does not like giving me watch hours here lately for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe because I said the S word earlier. I guess they knew I was going to say it, but we'll slip up. Y'all missed it. You had to watch it back to find out, Eddie and Missy. But but yeah, I mean it's I mean here lately, since I've been listen, I can't talk. Seems like I've been missing a lot of lives from my own lives lately, and things are going on, and I really enjoy getting back in here with you guys. It's been amazing tonight. Oh, Ginger heard it too. Uh she was still hearing things. Lurking. That was what I was looking for, lurking. um Missy, I try my best to have them every Wednesday at six Eastern, 7 Central, I guess. I hope I got that right. Or no, it'll be 5 Central. Johnny Gillum may have to confirm that for me. Ginger was cooking. We had a lot going. Have you already ate supper yet? Am I holding you out from eating supper? I want to hold y'all up. Okay, Devil Dog confirmed. Johnny was a little slow on the draw. Oh. Okay, sorry, David Tamara. I didn't see y'all guys leaving. Have a great night. Thank you for stopping by. That's Ginger. Turnips. Aha. Turnips are a great alternative. That sounds good. If I can get Tina to eat them, that'd be awesome. Uh, I don't know if she's gonna like the quail because she don't like regular greens or anything like that. No, Ginger, we ain't got any rain yet that I know of. I've been here for a little while. I hadn't noticed it, but it was cloudy and the power flashed like 5 something. So, well, I'll be dang.
I didn't even know you had a link up there.
Howdy, howdy. Full house now.
Hey, here you go.
Well, Johnny's here. I can leave.
I know.
Hey, good to see both of y'all. Thank y'all for coming in.
Absolutely. How are you doing, man?
Trying to get things caught up, working on the tractor when I can, and this and that and other.
Yeah. Well, what's the tractor need? Carburetor?
That's one thing. I got plugs ordered, and we got somebody else sneaking in.
Oh boy.
Everybody waits to the last second.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean it's. I finally got it. I took the old plugs out, cleaned them with carburetor cleaner, and sanded the tips, and put them back in. Fired it back up, and it just. I finally adjusted the carburetor a little bit and got it to stop sputtering and spitting back while it's idling.
Okay.
And then when you rev it up, it's still blowing the black smoke and still won't spit back. So I think it's going to take a
Does it
whole
spit
new
back through the
carburetor.
carburetor?
Huh?
Back through the carburetor?
Yeah. It's spitting back. It's got the hose that goes up over here, connects to a metal pipe that goes up to the breather
Right.
where your air filter's at, and it's got the oil bath reservoir in the bottom.
Uh-huh.
It'll almost blow the oil bath part off the bottom.
Huh.
Yeah, so I think it's something in that carburetor.
Well, a lot of times whenever stuff comes back up through there, it's because there's a valve open. Like there's a hung valve or something like that. Whenever you got compression coming back through the carburetor.
Yeah. But it's just, I mean, I've had that carburetor off 3 or 4 times, working on it, doing this, that, and the other. I dealt with the plugs. I thought about going back into the distributor again. I'm trying to readjust the points one more time and try them. And oh man, it's a headache.
Yeah. You might want to do a compression test on it if you got a compression tester.
Well, that's what was so messed up. It was running when I parked it. Everything was fine.
Uh-huh.
I backed it up by the end of the trailer. We hooked the straps up, pulled the meter pole back up. I dug the hole, put the quickcrete in. We filled the hole with dirt. It sat for 2 weeks, and then went crank. And I went through the tune-up and the whole 9.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I would run a compression test on it because a valve can hang. I mean, even if it was running 2 weeks ago, a valve can get sticky and stick. And if it does, you'll get a lot of what you're talking about right there. But
yeah,
I would run a compression test on it. It'd just be me. I mean, they're easy to do. You just.
Well, I mean, I got a cousin.
I was close. I'd bring my compression tester over and we just plug it in, screw it in there. And
well, how long it took for you to get here?
Like I said, I was close.
Yeah. Well, I have a cousin that used to work on tractors. He used to rebuild the old John Deere's for Daddy all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But they're diesel engines. I don't know if he knows much about the old school gas engines. I'm figuring he should. I've got to get his phone number and try to call him. He lives in the town where I work at, but I see him every couple months maybe. If I can find him, he actually quit doing it because he lost some digits doing something.
Hey, Dale.
Dale, how you doing, bud?
I can't see chat. I don't have chat up. What I came up here for was to let you know that I use very large daikon radishes when I make my roast.
Okay. Love the shirt, Rebecca.
Oh, you do? I love it because it's keeping me warm. It is cold.
You see the shirt she's wearing, right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
she wore a double dog shirt.
Yes, I'm wearing a double dog shirt.
Okay. Just stop right now. Go put my shirt on and come back. Hey.
Well, Johnny, I couldn't let you be the only one up there with a hat on like that.
I've never seen Devil Dog in a cowboy hat. You look good. But yeah,
Be careful, you may get me started.
I like men in cowboy hats. I do. My brother has a couple. Sometimes he wears them.
It'll keep the rain off your head.
Yep. But this one's my felt one.
Well, this one's felt too, but I wear it all the time.
This one's not felt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most of mine are the wool felt, stuff like that. It's a little warm for those right now.
Yeah.
But,
well, here it is. Everywhere else it's cold, I think.
So I'm going to another auction tomorrow. So it looks to be interesting as well. So we'll see how that goes. Man. The only bad thing is I dropped the dozer off at the shop today. So, that's going to be.
What went wrong with it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it needed a bunch of little things done to it. Plus, it blew a hard line
Ooh.
up on the pump. It actually ruptured a hard line up there on the pump, and so since it needed every cylinder rebuilt on it and everything else, I just went ahead and took it to shop and said, do it all.
Yeah, I know you said one time in a video you had some leaks and stuff. I did not know that all happened.
Well, I'm kind of throwing my video out the window right now, but I'm getting ready to do a video. It shows me getting back on it, starting it up, getting ready to do some work here with it this year, and it blowing everything out the front of it. And so I looked at it, and I looked at all the things that I need to do that it needs, and I thought I'm just going to take it and get it all done at one time. So that's where it's at.
If you can do it, you might as well go ahead and do it and get it right.
Well, that's why I was sitting there. It was to the point, Eric, that I was afraid to do any burning with it, any brush burning.
Yeah,
Like using it to push brush into the fire and stuff like that. Because I was afraid the fluid, the hydraulic fluid, was going to catch on fire. It's leaking out of it everywhere.
yeah, and that's that where you're at. There's no water. And the fire department's a long ways away. It's gone. I mean,
right.
I can understand it completely.
So anyway, that's where it went there today. So,
dang, man.
But I'll get it back. But anyway, I am going to the auction tomorrow. There's a bunch of Jeeps and stuff at this auction as well. There's tractors, there's implements, there's all kinds of different things, shop equipment and things like that. I'm looking forward to it. It's not that far. I'm going to do a video about it. So we'll see how it turns out. We'll see if we find anything we can't live without there.
You haven't found your sprayer yet, have you?
No, I have not found a sprayer yet. They didn't have one listed on this one at this auction, so I'm still in the market for a good sprayer at what I would consider reasonable. Reasonable to me is whenever I will start reaching for my wallet whenever I hear the price.
Yeah.
That's reasonable. If I'm sitting there thinking about it, it's too high.
People think very highly of their farm equipment nowadays.
Yeah, sometimes, man. But I saw Ginger's got some stuff popping up over there on the Not For Nothing, and some little plants and stuff. And I asked her, I said, is it normal for that to come up the first week of February or first few days of February for those to come up?
That's Georgia.
Or would they normally come up like 3 or 4 weeks farther ahead, or I don't know. We don't have anything popping up.
Derek, before I get kicked out, I'm having connectivity issues with this iPad. Okay. Talk to you guys later.
All right. Bye, Rebecca.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye.
But 4 ounces of turnips had 4.2 carbs. 4 ounces of parsnips had 13.1 carbs. Cool. How many carbs does a large vanilla shake have?
Way too damn many for me.
Same here, Dale. Everything.
Well, here's the thing. Sweet potatoes have carbs, but they're absorbed in your body differently than regular potatoes, and they probably don't have any much. Because I'm diabetic, I have to be on zero sugar, or and low carbs, because carbs turn to sugar. But the dietitian, she said sweet potatoes are fine for diabetics. So don't ask me all the details, but that's why I suggested that, because I'm not supposed to eat, potato chips, fries, baked potatoes, mashed potatoes, nothing like that, which I love potatoes, but I can't eat them. So I eat sweet potatoes.
Okay.
Yeah,
See, these are like grain-free tortilla chips that are paleo, vegan, dairy-free. I mean, gluten-free, non-GMO, whatever. But not that I really care about any of that stuff because I'd eat regular chips if I could.
there you go. Yeah, personally, I love sweet potatoes. I love baked sweet potatoes with some cinnamon butter on them with a steak. I love them. But Gina does not like a sweet potato. And that drives me nuts because we could have so much stuff with sweet potatoes. So.
Yeah. So Ginger says it is normal over there in Georgia for them to pop up at this time. So yeah, over here we're a little bit away from that kind of stuff. I think they're still calling for some more snow here. I think in the next about a week or so. I think Google says large vanilla shakes have 150 carbs. Okay, let's see. Supposed to have like, I think I'm supposed to have like what? I think it's like under what 12 carbs a day or something like that. I can't remember. So let's see how many carbs did I blow today.
Yeah. You could have a smell.
Yeah, you could smell of it.
Yeah.
20 to 30 carbs, 20 to 30. Maybe it's 20, maybe it's 20 carbs. Maybe it's 20. Yeah. So if you have 150 carb deal, you've used up your carb usage for, let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 8 days worth of carbs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, I can get it off.
Well, see, we were doing we used to do the old the Atkins low carb, and for the first few weeks it was 0 carbs.
Yeah, you're trying to get into what they call ketosis.
Yeah.
Whenever you do that, you're trying to make your body use it, eat its own fat, looking for sugars and stuff like that instead of getting it from the outside. And then once you get into ketosis, then you can start pulling your carbs up a little bit and you still will lose weight. I understand that. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, a week's worth of carbs in one shake. But it was so good.
I mean, it's people don't realize doing without carbs is pretty dang rough start. I mean, it's rough. I mean, and sometimes when you first start it, you start feeling a little drained because you don't have the carbs for energy and stuff. But after a while, you start getting used to it. You get in that flow. You have to do it long enough. We're bad to do it for a month or two and then get off of it. But if you do it long enough, you can get that maintenance phase and get that routine going, so you don't really miss it as much.
We called it the Atkins flu. Yeah. Now, Derek, low carb, low sugar means no cold snacks. That's probably not a popular statement. No cold snacks.
Right.
I don't
diet caffeine free. Sam's Choice Cola.
I am having a Coke Zero, so there we go.
But they're not bad. They're pretty good.
We're doing good. We're just going to ignore the vanilla shake. Yeah, Mountain Dew Zero. Yep. I've had that, and I can't. Yeah. The Mountain Dew Zero. I like Mountain Dew so much that if I taste anything Mountain Dew in any other form, I can't do it. I'm like, I don't want to try because I know how much I really like Mountain Dew. I don't want to try it in any other form. So I just
that's how I was. That's how I was with Dr. Pepper. Like before I was diabetic, I drank Dr. Pepper like it was water. I mean, I drank it all the time, but I could not stand Diet Dr. Pepper. Gracie, shut up. I could not stand Diet Dr. Pepper. So when I was diagnosed diabetic and I gave up all the regular sugar stuff, I went to Diet Coke or Coke Zero. I think it was Diet Coke at the time. I don't think they had Coke Zero then. But went to Diet Coke, and then I tasted Diet Mountain Dew, and so that became my drink of choice. Now, years later, I drank a Diet Dr. Pepper, and I'm like, okay, it's all right, but it's not my favorite. It's not as good as regular Dr. Pepper was. Hold on, let me dog out.
Well, Jeannie used to drink Mountain Dew. Now she drinks Diet Mountain Dew. I got her the Mountain Dew Zero, and she said, never bring me this stuff back. She said she didn't like it. It was horrible.
You know what we're going to have tonight? We're going to have tacos tonight. Tacos.
Yeah, I'm having tacos too. Jamie's making them now.
Yeah, Christine, she uses these really, really thin little taco shells that we have over here that we found here, and we couldn't find any when we were in Georgia, but we looked at a couple of different stores, but we found them over here, and they're so light and thin and stuff, and she'll make tacos, and man, they are so good.
Well, the tortillas the tortillas I use are either the green spinach tortillas or the Carb Smart, tortillas. Those are the ones that we use.
Yeah,
the soft ones.
I gotta see if I can find these. These are really cool. Hang on, I'll be right back. See if I can figure out how to do this.
I got some one time. They were like the low carb tortillas at Walmart. We were able to have those. That's pretty good. But sometimes we'll just say, heck with it, make it like a taco salad.
Hey.
You got your lettuce, a little bit of tomato. You don't really want to go overboard with tomatoes because they have a lot of carbs and sugars. But then your cheese and stuff, a little sour cream.
These right here, La Tierra. And they are, let me look. On the back it says for carbs. They are, let's see what a serving is first, because it always goes off a serving. Okay. A serving size is 5 taco shells. That's one serving. One serving of 5 taco shells has 20 carbs.
Oh man.
So you can have 5 of these shells, and all the rest of your everything else you eat with the taco has no carbs. And
yeah, those are hard tacos.
So
are we doing show and tell, Johnny? I'll be right back.
Sure, devil dog. But anyway, these are the lightest little cool little taco shells. They're awesome. Man. How much fiber?
I love the hard taco shells too. I was brought up on them.
Let me look at the fiber, she said.
Yeah, if you get the dietary fiber, that drops more carbs off too.
Dietary fiber, 1 gram.
So it's what, 19 carbs?
Well, yeah, that'd be 19 per 5 tacos. Yeah. That's pretty good.
And 5 tacos, man, that's a meal. That's a lot.
It is.
So yeah,
because like everything else that we put in it there's no carbs. I mean, we put some cheese and we put some, the taco meat and the lettuce. I don't like tomatoes, so anyway.
Well, I have to watch myself.
Net carbs. Cool. For 5 tacos. That's pretty good.
I have to watch myself because I love sour cream on taco. So I really have to restrict myself because you got carbs and sugars in that sour cream, I think.
Yeah. I don't eat any sour cream in it. So
okay. Y'all ready?
Here's
the thing. We eat a lot of tortillas because I try to stay away from bread now. Okay? Because whole wheat bread is okay, but it still kind of raises me a little bit. And the keto bread the dietitian told me that whole wheat bread is better for you than the keto bread. And the keto bread's like $8 a loaf. Yeah. Yeah. It has, anyways. Okay. So we have a lot of tortillas and we eat, anyways. This one is carb balanced. This one's Mission Chipotle flavor. Okay.
Yeah.
It's got high fiber, which is good for diabetics. Good for, everybody, but it's got 1 gram net carbs. I guess per tortilla, I don't know. 40 calories, 0 sugar. Okay, that's Mission brand carb balance.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have the high fiber spinach and herbs carb friendly. This is green, if you can't tell. This is keto friendly. 10 grams of dietary fiber, 70 calories, 4 grams net carbs per serving, and made with extra virgin olive oil. This is the same thing, but this is it's not the tortilla. It's still high fiber, extreme wellness, keto certified. It's got 4 gram net carbs, 60 calories, 12 grams dietary fiber. And then this is the Mission zero net carbs, sun-dried tomato, basil. So it's got high fiber, 0 gram sugar, keto certified. So see,
do you have anything there in a hard taco shell? Like, do you have anything like hard? Is it
no.
all soft shell stuff?
All that I have is soft shell. I mean, here's the thing. You can take one of these and put them in some oil, some, whatever.
Yeah.
And fry it and get it hard. Yeah.
Okay.
But see, these are better. I mean, they have those little taco boats and stuff. Mm-hmm. And once you fry it, it gets hard. Or you can also take it, because they do taste better if you take a skillet, put a little bit of oil in there. Well, you don't even have to put oil in there. I mean, you can just turn on the skillet and drop a tortilla in there and then flip it, or a griddle. If you have a griddle, I want to get me a griddle. That way I can fit more than one tortilla in there at the time. But they taste really good when you heat them up like that on the griddle.
I need you all with the keto, paleo, and carnivore diet to live with us for 6 months.
I'm just going to put it on the screen, but Johnny read it.
It's like 1 carb for 2 tablespoon fat sour cream. So you can have sour cream.
Yes. Derek. Yeah, we eat sour cream. Yeah, we eat sour cream.
I know.
You want me to go get some sour cream and tell you what's on there?
Okay. I got some Daisy in the fridge, I think. I'm going to go check that. I'm gonna bring something
up. Yes, we're just cooking it up.
I got some in the squirt bottle.
I know. I like to eat cottage cheese real well. So.
Oh, I love cottage cheese too.
Oh yeah, and I know that's on the diet. So.
Well, just for anybody that. Well, I'll wait till for Derek to get back, but.
So I'm going to make sure that I Devil Dog, you are Eddie, right?
Yes.
I'm just making sure. So I know. Okay.
Yeah. You call me Gary, I'm going to get real mad at you, Johnny.
Yeah, I know. So, hey, Des, I cannot do the cottage cheese or yogurt. The texture makes me gag.
I'm going to get some cottage cheese and give it to Des at our meetup.
That's the only reason I ever ate okra is because I grew it. Okay. Whoa, a show and tell night. Yeah, Dale. We're carb addicted here. Carb addicted. They're addicted to carbohydrates. So they sleep on pillows made out of bread. Oh man,
I'm gonna sneak it in on you, Des.
Yeah, we love okra. Okra's good stuff. I see them talking about okra out there.
Okay.
Oh wow, went found my hat even.
I did some research. Daisy is 1 gram of carbs.
Yep, there you go.
But also grab this. I've been saving it.
There's also some sour cream light. I don't know if that makes a difference on that. Crustless pizza?
Crustless pizza supreme. Wow.
Well,
Crustless.
That's in. Okay, I know what you need to do. I know what you need to take that and get a cauliflower crust because they're actually pretty dang good. The cauliflower crust and smear that on the cauliflower crust, and then you'll be set.
So tell me what's the serving size with that? I saw 12 grams of carbs serving. So what's the serving size?
1 serving per container.
Okay, so that whole container is 12 grams carbs.
One gram of dietary fiber, 6 grams of sugars.
Oh, okay.
Well,
okay. Includes 2 grams added sugars, so it's 8 grams of sugars.
Any fiber?
Not bad.
Any fiber?
1 gram dietary fiber.
Okay, y'all do know that when you have 1 gram of fiber, you take that and you have 6 grams of sugar, you take that fiber off the sugar, so it's like 5 grams of sugar instead of 6.
Yeah.
Also, we didn't know this either, but when you go to eat your green stuff first, the stuff with fiber and stuff, because then if you eat the green stuff, the fibery stuff first, then the proteins, and then your carbs, it helps your carbs from not being absorbed. We found that out being diabetic and stuff. Avocados are diabetic superfood. I can eat avocados all day long because I love avocados. No, avocados are diabetic superfood because of the fiber and everything else.
Oh, wow.
Any kind of greens, just about green beans, spinach, lettuce, kale, any of that kale's a diabetic superfood too. And I like kale. If you ever go to Chick-fil-A and get their little kale salad and stuff, I mean, I like it. Some people don't, but I do. Don't think I'm a vegetarian or anything, but.
Well, I mean, I've been wanting to try kale. I've not tried it yet. I'll let y'all know after I try it. I've heard it's like greens. Yes, I'm in there. I love my greens.
You got a Chick-fil-A around you?
In Douglas, yes.
The next time you're in Douglas, go to Chick-fil-A and get a kale salad. I mean, they're just little, but still, it's good. It'll come with a little pack of almonds, crushed almonds. Put the little almonds on the kale salad, and they're pretty dang good. But I mean, I don't know how they prepare it or anything, but.
Oh, Gina's gonna go mad. She's got to get me a kale salad tomorrow.
Dill pickle your okra. You can thank me later. Yep. So we just got a Chick-fil-A in Tahlequah, and we yet to get to eat there because you know how it is when a brand new place moves into a town. Everybody in town goes there for like a month straight, and then after that you can kind of go in and eat. So, but we're going to get to try that one out. I always like Chick-fil-A though. I know a lot of people don't, but I do.
I love Chick-fil-A, man. Chick-fil-A is good.
Yeah. I'm not necessarily a big fan of it. Well, the stuff Gina's got me to eat, but that kale salad sounds like a pretty good idea.
Well, I've eaten the Cobb salads at Chick-fil-A. They're freaking good too.
Oh yeah.
I mean they got eggs and boiled eggs and freaking. I like the Cobb salad there too.
That's really,
you can get grilled chicken on it.
See, that's something there, Eddie. You're talking about that because a lot of places you go and you try to get a Cobb salad anymore, and they don't put eggs. They don't have they hardly have anything. I mean, it's basically a bowl of lettuce with some salad dressing, and maybe some bits of something on it, but that's about it.
Chick-fil-A,
I love a good one whenever you can get a good egg.
So far, Chick-fil-A's my favorite as far as the Cobb salad, and then Whataburger's got a decent one. It's not as good as Chick-fil-A's. And see, Chick-fil-A uses real chicken. Their stuff ain't processed like McDonald's, patties and stuff like that, or a lot of other places. I love Chick-fil-A because it's real chicken and everything else. Plus, now if I might not be able to have it because Jamie's like it has a little bit of sugar in it or whatever, but they're half and half unsweet tea and lemonade, like they're Arnold Palmer's. But I don't know. I got to test it, But I was drinking those and so.
Do what you got to do now, Tam. I agree with Johnny on his previous statement about boiled eggs. If I go to a salad bar, a place has a good salad bar, and they got boiled eggs, that's one of the first places I'm going.
Yeah. I
Some
mean,
chopped
there's
up,
so many
on the
places
side.
that won't put eggs on them anymore. It's like, really? You haven't got
Yeah.
eggs for these? I mean, salad and eggs, man. I mean, it all goes
Oh,
together.
yeah.
So, and a really big plus for me is if you can get. Oh, it's hat night.
I figured it was hat night. I better go get my hat.
And go back and put my hat on.
So yeah, but like if they have like real bacon, like you can tell that they've actually ripped the bacon up instead of just having it in a plastic package and shaking it in there. Man, that if you can get bacon and egg and all that on your salad, man, it's really. I mean, I'll go back. I'll be there. I'll eat salad. I love it.
I had one today.
Nope.
From, of all places, Dairy Queen.
Oh, really?
They have a chicken strip salad. It's fried chicken strips because you get carbs from the batter, but they actually put real bacon, crumbled bacon in their salad.
They have any eggs?
No, they don't. That
Dang
sucks. But they have real bacon in it, and they do what they call, and this is the laughable part: homemade Hidden Valley Ranch dressing.
Oh, that's good.
Homemade.
How do you have homemade Hidden Valley Ranch dressing?
There's a packet. You mix it.
That's all you're using Hidden Valley Ranch's stuff to make your dressing, but it is good. It's surprisingly good. They have that cheese, a few tomatoes. It's a pretty good salad.
Oh,
It's not
wow.
that expensive.
And what kind of salad is it? Is it they call it a cob?
No, it's not a cob. It's actually just a chicken strip salad.
Oh.
They cut their chicken strips or tenders or whatever up into pieces and put in there.
Oh, nice.
It's actually not a bad salad. It surprised me. It blew my mind. It was as good as it was. Could use boiled eggs, but I mean, yeah, it's a cob. But yeah, it worked.
Joey likes deviled eggs too, or not deviled eggs, boiled eggs in his salads as well. When we go to Ruby Tuesdays, has a wonderful salad bar, and it almost every time has hard-boiled eggs on it, and he absolutely loves that.
How far would that be from y'all?
It's in LJ, so it's just like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know that we've got a Ruby. I think the closest Ruby Tuesdays to us is like 60 miles, probably.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
We have
one. I mean, we make do with whatever else, but I mean, we had to pass JL's barbecue to get there, so we get there. So we never get there.
Go off into JL's and say the heck with the salad because I don't think I have any vegetables or fried.
Jesse and Lisa's barbecue does not have salad. I mean, come on.
How far is Ruby Tuesdays from me?
Well, I went and got my recipe. What I did for that kale soup was I actually took a cabbage. Oh, I'll wait for him to get back then.
You go ahead, tell it. Go ahead, Junior.
He's putting his stuff back in the refrigerator for it all.
Oh, I know. I saw y'all doing show and tell with all the everything. Yes, and we had those. They're pretty good. They are very delicate.
Did you get them?
Yeah, Christine got us some. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, we don't have them here.
Oh, okay.
Just the box that she got us and gave to us, but they are very delicate.
They are.
Yes, you have to be very delicate. Don't be squishing them. But yes, they are very thin and crispy, almost like a chip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they were good.
Never heard of it. Never heard of what? Heard on the news that Denny's is now charging an extra 50 cents for each egg they serve because of high egg prices. I saw another place.
I heard that about Waffle House.
I heard another place. You guys would know where it's at. It's a big red restaurant down at Keys.
Yeah.
Where we eat sometimes for the meetup and stuff.
Yeah.
They said that they're going to have to go up on their prices because of the cost of eggs. They said eggs are averaging 40-something cents, 45 cents a piece higher than they were before. Each egg is 45 cents higher.
Dang, I wish I could give them some eggs because I'm getting eggs left, right, and center.
Yeah, our chickens, they picked it up big time. They're really laying them out.
Now the new ones I got from MT Homestead that I incubated, they're not laying yet. Mike, I think Mike calls those their teenagers, and mine aren't very far behind. But Joey and I were reading up on it, and it's usually about when they get 4 to 6 months, depending on the breed, is when they start laying. And these are like just at 3 months. So, but upon like deep inspection, I think I have at least 4 roosters.
Oh boy.
Is that the zombie chicks?
In the fridge. I mean, in the freezer.
So how many do you have altogether of those chickens?
So
half of them are roosters.
I know one for sure is a hen. I've seen 3 that have the arcing tail feathers. And Mike was describing all of their roosters have like one black feather coming out among all of the white feathers. And yeah, so at least 4 of them have starting the arc. But then, I look at my full grown chickens and they've got straight up feathers too. So some of them have straight up. So I don't know if they're going to arc or if they're just going to, go the fluffy butt route. So we'll see. I'm hoping I get at least 4 hens out of it.
Not the fluffy butts. No.
Yes, the fluffy butt. We've got those blue. I think they're like blue Orpingtons, and they have the biggest fluffy butt.
Yeah,
they are the funniest chickens. I mean, the butt is nothing but a big fluff ball.
Dale, you said truth right there. Welcome to hatching. You can always plan on at least 50% roosters. Okay. We had a hen who hatched off 4 chicks, right? She had some eggs in her, 4 of them hatched, 4 chicks, 2 roosters. Yep. I mean, it's like, I guess that 50%, it's going to be 50% roosters.
Yeah.
Just count on it.
Well, the one Mike had said something about the ones that didn't retain the black beak, the black cone, and the black feet were all roosters. I only have one that has black feet, black beak, and the black cone that retained it. So I know for sure that one's a hen. And I've seen her tail feathers too.
Yeah.
So I guess seeing as how none of the others retained those characteristics, my worst case scenario is I have 1 hen and 7 roosters.
1 hen.
That's the worst case. That's exactly right, Devil Dog.
Lord, that poor hen.
Oh no, we're gonna have some Cornish hens because they're gonna be gone. I can't have 7 roosters. There's no way. I don't even need 1 more rooster, but I will probably keep 1 of them. But 7, no way. I'd be out there refereeing fights every day. Who's got that kind of time?
Yeah. We have 3 roosters in the pen together with
really?
With the chickens. They don't fight.
They don't fight at all?
What kind are they, Johnny?
Rhode Island Reds.
I think it depends on the type of rooster, the breed, because of the fact that like we've had different breeds of roosters, and some of them get real aggressive towards like people and everything else. Now we have our Morans out there, and they're sweet as can be. They don't try to attack people, other chickens, roosters, turkeys out there, or anything. So, but we've had them in the past. Like one of them, Jamie made me kill because it started going after her and the god kids and stuff. Well, I didn't kill it. Andrew killed it. It was my buddy. It was if you look at my things way back, we incubated it and hatched it and raised it, and it would used to come get up on my shoulder and walk around, or I'd walk around with it on my shoulder, and it didn't attack me, but it tried to attack them. So, and he was cool. He had a different kind of crown and everything else, but the Morans we have no issues with.
Every time I get the 2 roosters that we have, and one of them, it looks like, Mike and Terry have one. They call it a death layer. And it's got all the pretty, like the rust, the red, the green. It has all those pretty feathers, the gold. And that's what they called it. I thought it was an Americana. I don't know, to be honest with you. It was given to us. And I've had him since he was a chick. And he is so sweet. He's so sweet to me. He is very sweet and gentle with the chickens. But then the other one we have that looks like the one that MT Homestead has that they call Batman. It's all black and it has a gold neck. That thing, he starts it every time. And before I know it, they're doing this and blood's flying. And I'm like, stop.
Yeah, Vidal, they have, ours. Now, 2 of these, to be honest, I think 2 of these roosters out here have a little bit of Buff Orpington in them. I know there was a Rhode Island Red Rooster was the, and then they've got a little Buff Orpington and Rhode Island Red in them. And then I've got one full on Rhode Island Red, and he's the most dominant of them, but they don't, I never see them fight ever. And I see them, they all, I guess, share chickens. I mean, because all the chickens are in there and stuff like that. But you know how a lot of times, you think about the chickens, Christine thinks that they get, they're stressed and stuff like that. But they just, I mean, everything seems normal to me out there, but that's just me. I mean, they're not, the chickens have all their feathers. Mm-hmm. They've not, all their saddle feathers. Usually if the roosters are too hard on them, they lose all their saddle feathers and stuff like that. You have to put those blankets on them and everything. Yeah. But these all have all their feathers and they all look really, really good right now. They went through molt, and
it depends on, it depends on the, hen rooster ratio. Mm-hmm. And sometimes a rooster will have its favorite, but most of the time, like we have 2 roosters and the rest hens, and we have like 30 or more hens. I don't know. But the thing is we have a black copper marin and a splash marin, the roosters. And the reason why is because when you mate them with, other Morans, you get different chocolate eggs. If you mate them with Americanas, whether it's a green layer, blue layer, then you get O2s, or you get different, higher eggs and stuff. So that's why we have the Morans. Roosters.
Yeah,
when are you going to get chickens?
One chicken last night.
No, not for your dinner. To lay eggs.
Well, it looks like you're going to get to take that one rooster that you got. That's the one that's hard on everything, Ginger, and maybe trade it for one of those other roosters that you've got coming on.
Yeah.
And maybe that one can go in the pot.
Yes. Because he seems to be a bit of a troublemaker. And
Well, I'm thoroughly surprised we don't have white chickens running around here everywhere.
Why? From the
because of the hurricane, the tornadoes, and the chicken houses being dropped.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
We have a guy who lives a few miles away. I won't say his name on here. He had like 4 chicken houses. 2 of them got annihilated.
Oh man!
And the birds were like running free.
Yeah.
Walked by his house and carcasses were in the road.
Oh, that's so
They
sad.
were like about that big. I'm totally surprised we don't have them running around in the woods everywhere around here.
Were those meat birds?
Huh?
Those are meat birds, right?
Yeah. And I mean, they were like part of the way through their cycle before they went somewhere else, to finish out. But I mean, it was bad. I mean, the smell was terrible riding by there.
Oh, I
bet. But I'm so surprised we had white chickens popping up here at the farm. We're like 5 or 6 miles through the woods from him. I'm surprised we haven't had any because I mean they were like all on the road everywhere. Some of those houses, Pilgrim's Pride went through and said, "We don't have power back for a few weeks. You can't do anything with them. You can't feed them. You don't have fans to turn on. We're gonna foam them.
We're gonna what?
Foam them. Spray foam in the house.
What?
Yeah. That.
Oh man.
That was like the only thing they could do. So.
I mean, I understand. You got to do something, but that really?
I mean, because you don't have power to run the augers that run the motors that run the augers to run the feed to the houses.
Yeah.
You don't have water, power to run the well, to run water. Not much you can do.
But they couldn't have processed that. I mean, that's such a waste.
But they were so small.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they were like this big. I mean, little small chickens.
Yeah. Oh.
That's grown. And
that's kind of sad, Derek. I'm so sorry.
I mean, I hated it. I wished I could have went by and grabbed a bunch and brought them here.
Yeah.
But
you could have saved them, Derek.
Tina informed me that would be illegal.
Oh, really?
So those belong to the Pilgrim's Pride.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I would love to got some of them, but yeah, it happens.
Yeah. They would have been free too. I mean,
yeah.
I wanted to tell you about this kale soup.
Oh.
So, the only thing I put in it was kale and hamburger meat, and like I did some ground beef, salt, pepper, onion, fried that up, and then I put beef broth, and then I put this is actually a cabbage roll soup, but I put kale in it instead because kale does act like cabbage sometimes if you get like the bigger leaves. But then it has some other spices in it that spice it up and make it really good. So I would try it that way. If you like a hamburger soup type thing, it was really good. And the kale was from my garden. So I was like, heck yeah, I'm going to use it somehow.
Well, I was going to pick up some and try it, see if I like it.
Yeah.
I had the 6 by whatever grow bag out there. I thought maybe onions. That other, maybe some kale.
Yeah.
But I don't know what time of the year you grow kale. I'm not sure. Hey, me, Never Mountain Homestead.
You can actually probably do it pretty soon.
Bye, Eddie.
Bye,
Devil Dog. What happened? You could probably do it pretty soon because I remember last year I got kale in. Well, I guess they were probably started in a greenhouse or something because I got it as a plant start in like April. When was 10 Killer last year?
April. It was basically the same weekend that it is this year. So
like 26, 27.
Yeah.
So it was like after we got back from 10 Killer that I got them. So it was at the end of April, the beginning of May.
Okay.
So I'd get some kale. You can get it.
I've got to try them pretty quick.
Yeah.
To see if I like them, and I got to start planting seeds. I have my onions I want to try to plant too. I don't know if I'm probably too late for those, but I'm going to give them a shot. Get something going. Also,
Tony, our cabin in the woods, has a lot of good videos on onions. He has been very, very successful with onions.
I gotta check him out then for sure.
Yes.
I got something from Amazon today. I was finding it at Walmart. For whatever reason, they stopped carrying it. I don't know why. One of the best steak seasonings I've ever had for steak, hamburger steaks, any kind of beef.
Yeah.
I got the big bottle.
What's it called? Handcrafted.
Chupacabra. Two Gringos Chupacabra steak seasoning.
I've never seen that.
I saw it at Walmart, and it looks like that inside.
Oh, it looks good.
A lot of herbs and stuff in there.
Yeah.
I started looking at it. 0 carbs.
Oh.
And there's no protein. There's 220 milligrams sodium.
Don't most spices have 0 carbs though?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, normally you get like tons of salt. I mean, there's a full amount, 220 milligrams, but it feels heavy. It's a 12-ounce bottle.
Wow, that's good.
So you get a lot of good dried herbs and stuff in there. I actually used it on a Dollar General steak that I cooked at that time.
And it was good, huh?
Yeah, I can't remember when I did your spring salads. When I made the steak salad or what. But
what is it called again? I'm looking on my Amazon. Chupacabra. Chupacabra.
Like
2 Gringos Chupacabra steak seasoning.
Like, you've heard of that mythical beast called the Chupacabra?
Yes.
No.
Really?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Whenever you put it in your thing, it's going to come up.
Well,
I'm in Amazon, so I don't know if it'll come up with a story or not.
Yeah. But I mean, it's surprising. I put it on a Dollar General steak. The steak was tough. It was not a great steak, but the flavor was there.
Oh, I found it.
Yes. I mean, it's one of the better steak seasonings I found.
Yeah.
I used to use Charlie's Choice. It was made around here.
Uh-huh.
The guy that actually started it, he used to work with him. He was like a genius at mixing stuff. He could look at the label on something and figure out what was in it. He could take Mountain Dew, look at the label, and work with it a little bit. And he could make you some Mountain Dew.
Oh, wow.
He was that good.
That's a talent.
But he actually made the vinegar, a certain percentage vinegar for chicken houses.
Mm-hmm.
They would mix it with the water, and the vinegar would reset the pH in the chicken's stomach, so they drink more water and be willing to eat and feel more like eating.
Yeah.
But I mean, he actually started it, and he sold it a couple of times. Different guys named Charlie. One guy, he sold it to a guy named Charlie. That guy sold it to another guy named Charlie. Now,
Charlie's
now the bottle, small bottle, half this size or less, is like heavy as I don't know what.
Yeah.
Because it's mostly salt.
Yeah. Oh.
So it's not as good. He actually he mixed it up and made us a container of his original Charlie's Choice. I used to love. Hey, Troy, son. And it was like so amazing.
Wow.
But the stuff they're selling now is mostly salt. It's not near as good.
Yeah.
But I mean, the 2 Gringos Chupacabra steak seasoning is like the best thing I've come across in a while.
Well, I have it in my cart. So the next time I place an order, I'm going to order it. I'm not going to order the big one. I know they have a 16-ounce one that's like $21. So I'll order the smaller one.
I fought with that myself. I almost ordered 7-ounce. I'm like, 7-ounce can't be much. And then this came in the mail. And I'm like, wow, I got a big bottle. Yeah. That's the 12-ounce I have here.
Well, I'm going to let you guys go. I just wanted to pop up because it was hat night, and also to give you the cabbage, the kale soup idea. If you wanted to do some kale soup, just so you could try the kale to see if you even want to grow it.
Yeah.
All right.
Good seeing you, Junior.
Good Bye-bye. Seeing both of you guys. I'll get back and chat and see you in there.
All right.
Bye.
Good night. Oh,
Yeah. You can
Awesome.
probably hear my supper sizzling over here. So the tacos are being made as we speak.
Oh man.
Oh, her tacos are being made. Is what she said. Anyway, I'm gonna have to bail. I'm gonna have to jump off too. I'm gonna have to make my get over here and get eating. So
yeah, I walked by
everybody.
I walked by earlier. Gina said, you need to get off here. You need to finish up. I said, okay. Because Pretty and Boots is coming up soon, so I mean everybody's want to go over there. So
well, it was good talking to you, Derek, and we'll like I said, tomorrow I'm going to another auction tomorrow, so that'll be coming out. Be on the lookout. We'll see what happens.
Excited. I'm excited. I can't wait.
See y'all later. Bye bye.
All right, have a good night, Johnny. All right, everybody. It's been an amazing night. Thanks everybody for being here. Thank everybody so much for coming up in the live chat. Johnny, Eddie, Ginger. It's been amazing. Rebecca. It's been a great night. I've had an amazing time. Y'all, yeah, made me feel so awesome. Don't want it to end, but it's got to tonight. Sorry, y'all guys. Ginger said loads of fun. It was fun. I gotta get out of here. I gotta finish up some stuff and try to watch Pretty and Pooch if I have time, and then get into bed, y'all. Gotta work early tomorrow. Finish this dang week out and get some rest. That being said, if I missed anybody, thank you for coming in. I hope I didn't. But hey, it is what it is. I had a lot of amazing people up here tonight. A lot of amazing people in chat. And I'm gonna shut up, quit babbling right now. I keep going and going. Had a few drinks, but yeah, we're gonna end it right here. Y'all have a great night, great week, and hopefully I will see y'all next week. Y'all have a good one. I love each and every one of y'all.